Hello. Everybody having a good Saturday morning? We ready to get back to the Crimson Flower route? Whee! Boing, 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 boing. Boing, boing, boing. And alright, we got a support thing.
Professor. How are you doing, Professor? Would you care to join me for a cup of tea? It occurs to me that whenever we chat, I have a tendency to pester you with my questions and theories about your history. It seems only fair to speak on the topic of myself for once. And perhaps you might feel more positively inclined toward my research if I shared my own story.
You have my attention.
I am quite pleased to hear you're interested. Yes, quite pleased. Well, I suppose I should begin at the beginning, eh? I was born into a noble house of the Empire. Not a large house, mind you, but noble all the same. Our land holdings were small, but our bloodline was quite strong. So, as you can imagine, there were many of us in the family who carried the power of crests. I myself bear a minor crest. Our family's abundance of crests may be part of the reason I've been interested in the topic since I was just a boy. I dedicated myself to my studies, and after years of effort, I became lead crest scholar at the Empire's largest research institution.
Why come to Garrett Mock then?
I had only Imperial blood, and thus Imperial crests, at my disposal in the Empire. So I came to Garrick Mach and devoted myself to my research during my time as a professor. My progress is slow, but with each revelation, I move ever closer to the answers I have sought for decades. Your cooperation as the bearer of the Crest of Flames ensures my research will continue to advance. In fact, it may bring me ever closer to the goal of uncovering everything there is to know about crests. I do hope you shall continue helping me advance in this field of study.
Okay.
Together, we will solve the mystery of your Crest of Flames, and our world will be the better for it.
I don't see how, but
Shall we
whatever.
proceed? My lab instruments are fully prepared.
Oh Lord,
I have a
dude.
great
Seriously,
number
we're
of
having
tests
such a
I'm
good
excited to
conversation.
carry out. No, don't worry. They won't hurt one bit.
Crazy person.
Hi.
Yuritsa, you're back.
You've survived. How very fortunate. Were you dead, I wouldn't be able to fight you. But you are very much alive. Now I have a chance to kill you.
Alright, what's going on over here? Petra!
Edelgard is controlling the Empire. She is putting the pressure on the Kingdom and Alliance. Empire and religion are at open war. It will be difficult for us at first, but corrupt nobles are many. That means the common people will rebel and be joining our side. With you, Professor, the battle tides will turn. I have certainty.
Okay, do advanced drills with her. Cool. Patra! Go, Patra!
Each battle a victory. Not for myself, for everyone. Each battle a victory. Each battle a victory.
Damn it. Oh well. Came in second place. So odd seeing the monastery like this. Empty, you have a whole bunch of people and got scaffolding everywhere. Hey, Caspar.
All right, I'm ready to fight. Let's do this. Leave it to me. I can take on the whole, most of the enemy's army. I know my limits now, Professor.
That's good.
There's still...
Alright, alright. Hey, Sylvain.
Professor? Hey, Professor. It's been a really long time, hasn't it? The last 5 years have been full of heartbreak. Not from girls, but friends and family becoming enemies. One of the things that kept me going was the hope you'd return. And now here you are. A lot has changed, but you're back. And it's the first time I can remember being happy in a while.
Ferdinand? Who was our buddy?
Take that!
Yes, I am in a hurry. Edelgard claims victory after victory. She never stops. 5 years ago, she ascended the throne and swept away the corrupt nobles, my father included. I always thought I would be the one to unseat him. But she did it instead, with all the ease and indifference of someone cracking an egg. Now, as the head of House Eyre, I serve Edelgard. I have to accept that I am her subordinate, working beneath her to reunify Fodlan. The disparity between Edelgard and myself is obvious. She never stops moving forward, single-minded, never wavering.
Yeah, she's got one goal in mind and she'll see it through to the end.
But where does that leave me? Here, flailing about, going nowhere, contributing nothing.
That's not true, man.
But it is. That is the
You're a
reality.
badass on the field. You're contributing that
Not
way.
once since our days at the academy have I exceeded Edelgard's abilities. I saw her as a worthy opponent. She did not even see me as a contender. She did not even consider me at all. As the head of the noble House Eyre, I must be able to achieve results, but all my efforts have come to nothing. Results are everything. I have not shown results, so I will be stagnating here forever.
It's the journey, not the destination.
I appreciate that, but it is not enough to persuade me. I know that I have a massive wall to climb, and I must climb it alone. Even so, may I ask a favor?
Yes.
Professor, please keep an eye on my progress. I would appreciate if you were always by my side, bearing witness to my accomplishments.
He took a massive hit to his self-esteem. And before I forget, personal cores real quick. And unit appearance. retire. Okay, there we go. In battle. There we go. Change everybody's appearance because their glow up looks awesome. Here we go. There we go. Looking so badass like this. I'm so proud of all of you guys. You've grown up so much. There we go. Tempted to keep you like this, but let's do that. Make things easier on everybody. There we go. I could just on everybody. Oi. Oi, oi, oi. I feel dumb. Dumb.
Oh, okay.
Off we go. Oh, Bernadette's not in her room. Progress. Hello, kitties. Regan Tabby. Yes. And there we go. Cultivate. Here we go.
La 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 la. Professor! Oh my, it's so good to see you. These days, so many old friends seem to be disappearing. But you're here. It's incredible to see you again after 5 years. I have a feeling your name will go down in history.
Okay, anybody else with support? Yeah, lots of people. Plus Edelgard. Ferdinand and Edelgard have support.
Standing tall, I see.
Edelgard, hello. What do you think of this horse? An equine marvel, no? Look how intelligent he is. You can see it in his face. Certainly much smarter than your horse.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Oh, what a lovely bloom.
And I feel like this could have happened in a pre-time skip.
Behold, Edelgard. Do you see this blood-red bloom? This is much more impressive than the pale little sprigs you have there. And as I'm sure you know, redness symbolizes courage and strength.
Ferdinand, stop. I can't believe you're wasting my time with a petty one-sided rivalry.
What are you complaining about? You told me not to publish my pamphlet, and I complied.
I've had enough of your foolish antics. Very well. I will grant you the duel you so desperately desire. But when I win, you must forfeit the right to bother me with your ridiculousness. Forever. Do we have a deal?
Ah, so you'll fight me after all? Wonderful. To battle, then! All right, Edelgard. Have at me!
As you wish. Ha!
Ugh! It only took you one blow? How?
I can't afford to hold back against an opponent like you. I led with my fastest, strongest strike.
Fastest and strongest? You're just flattering me. I have been defeated. Utterly. I cannot believe I was foolish enough to challenge such a plainly superior opponent.
The difference in our skill level is not so great as all that. If you had taken the first strike, you might have won. That's why I didn't give you the chance.
I do not think talent is what separates us so much as readiness. I had not the faintest idea of what to expect from a real duel. I was playing. you are not.
That such an ill-prepared noble would think to challenge you? It is laughable.
Ferdinand.
Yeah, that feels more like a pre-time skip thing.
I have been watching you in secrecy, Edelgard. But you and Hubert were noticing me, correct?
Well, if you intend to shadow us like that, you can be sure it won't escape our notice. Hubert was primed and ready to remove you. I ordered him to stand down.
You have my thanks. I have been making a decision that I am wanting to learn from you. I was thinking it was enough to be shooting one bird with one arrow. But after speaking with you, I trained with hardness. Now I can be shooting 2 birds with 1 arrow.
2 pheasants? Are you implying that...
Yes, a single arrow.
That's astounding, Petra. It's perhaps a bit late to explain now, but what I was getting at earlier was actually...
I am having a joke.
You... come again?
I really was shooting these birds with 1 arrow, but my joke is that I did have understanding about what you told me. I took it to my heart.
Did you know?
You are a person with great bluntness. I am admiring of you. As an emperor, a commander, a warrior, and a friend, you are excelling at all that you do. All of the Empire is resting on your shoulders, and that is including Bridget, too. I will not be falling behind you. I will be carrying Bridget on my shoulders, too. And one day, you and I will be facing each other, and we will be shaking hands.
Yes, that much is certain. I can see that you no longer need me to look out for you. You and I are much the same. We dutifully shoulder our burdens and stand tall no matter what. It would be foolish of me to deny it.
Your words give me great joy. And it also gave me joy to see you being flustered when I was showing you the birds.
A cheap trick, to be sure, but inarguably funny. To think that you went to all the trouble of shooting 2 pheasants at once for the sake of a joke. Well played, Petra.
We both are growing every day. I hope we will keep doing so.
That was cute. Manuela.
That song.
Oh, hello, Edelgard.
Professor Manuela, that song you were humming. I feel as though I've heard it before, long ago. And I'm sure it was you singing it back then. At the Opera House in the Imperial capital, perhaps.
Why, yes. You must have seen me there. I am flattered you would remember it. I performed with the Mittelfrank Opera Company in Enbar on numerous occasions.
So it was you. I went to that performance with my uncle. I wanted desperately to see it again. But after that night, he took me to seek asylum in the kingdom. When I returned to the Empire several years later, you had already retired.
Oh, that's a shame. So you only got to hear me sing once?
Sadly, that's correct.
Yet you still remember it. Even the melody of the song I sang. I'm honored.
That's how much of an impression your voice left on me. I must ask, why did you retire so soon? You could have continued for another 10 or 20 years.
Indeed. Many singers perform for decades. But that wasn't for me. I wanted to go out on top. My voice is a gift from the goddess. However, as all things do, it will decline with age. One day, I will lose that gift. And so I decided I needed to learn to survive without it, long before that day came. I needed to prove to myself that I can live on, even after my voice returns to the goddess.
So despite your belief in the goddess, you wish to live by your own strength?
It's hard for me to explain. The goddess supports me both spiritually and emotionally. Everything else is up to me.
That's actually a pretty healthy outlook on spirituality, really.
Show them this letter. Threaten them. Do what you must. Now go.
Oh dear, what are you doing here?
Yes, sir. Hubert, that letter. Is that what I think it was?
I suppose there's no denying it.
But Edelgard
Explicitly forbade me to send it. Yes, I know.
I cannot believe it! You disobeyed a direct order? I thought you were her loyal aide.
Unwaveringly. All that I do for her. I seem to recall you expressing a similar sentiment. It is our role to guide her when she is on the wrong course of action. Is that not what you said?
You're not supposed to do it in secret. When you disagree with your leader, you must voice your concerns directly. Otherwise, what is the point?
The point is the same. Lady Edelgard's best interests are served whether she knows it or not. She needs not trouble herself with the mundane details of my actions. Only results matter.
You are sorely misguided. When I believe that Edelgard is making a mistake, I tell her as much. Through discussing the matter, I sometimes find that I was mistaken. To skip that process, to make a decision that is not yours to make.
Perhaps your advice is simply useless then.
Excuse me?
Listen to yourself. If I do as Lady Edelgard requires, then you tell me to be more independent. But if I tread my own path, I am misguided. I suppose the fault is mine for expecting any useful advice to come out of your mouth.
Ugh, I have had enough of your grousing. To think, I started to believe you were a useful aide.
Yikes. Yikes in a way.
You were rather quiet in the last battle, Caspar. Not a single war cry to be heard. It was almost as if you weren't even there.
I did it just for you, Hubert. Isn't that what you wanted? Weren't you the one who said my shouting would cause problems?
Yes, I was. And at the time, you seemed intent on ignoring my advice.
Well, that was then. Recently, my behavior caused trouble, just like you said it would. I was shouting the other day and some enemies heard. I pretty much gave our position away and left us open to attack. I mean, it turned out fine in the end, but someone could have died if things had played out differently.
Oh, look,
Anyway,
more character
I did
development
some
from you,
self-reflecting
Caspar.
and realized that I probably shouldn't shout so much. A decision that I'm proud to say I came to all on my own.
All on your own, huh? It was a bad decision. Being too quiet on the battlefield is extremely dangerous.
I'm sorry, what? That's the exact opposite of what you said before.
Having seen you fight in silence, I have no choice but to accept the truth that your shouting is vital.
What in the world are you talking about?
We've all grown used to the way you fight. Your battle cries help morale. And your instructions rise above the din of battle. I would go so far as to say that the soldiers under your command would be lost without the guidance of your booming voice.
I really don't get you, Hubert.
You inspire people. The benefits of your shouting outweigh the risks.
Poor Caspar.
Something wrong?
Poor Caspar.
Yeah! I'm back! If you want me to shout, then I'm gonna shout! I'm not even gonna think about it! I knew you'd come around!
Don't get too excited. You'll be ambushed again.
Yep.
Then I guess I'm gonna have to fight some guys while shouting!
Moderation, Caspar, moderation.
That might have been the wrong approach. Oh, well. No cure for stupidity. I suppose I'll just have to rein him in myself.
Hey there, Hubie. I've been thinking about our conversation the other day, and I've just got to know, do you really love Adie?
If it's one or the other, I suppose it would be closer to love than to hate. Why?
I knew it! That's why you work so hard for Adie.
Dorothy, I think you got the wrong idea.
Oh, Hubie, I finally get you. You're just another servant suffering from unrequited love for the
You've got the
mistress.
wrong idea.
You completely misunderstand. Unrequited love. Do I really look like the kind of drooling simpleton to have that kind of motivation?
I'd like to say yes, but I know you just argue. Fine, Hubie. Tell me your situation.
My situation is simple. I am walking a path.
Oh, do go on.
Everyone has a path in life. Lady Edelgard has shown me mine. It is just beside her own. So we walk together side by side. We stride ever forward, yielding to nothing and to no one.
So, you're sharing the same dream?
Bluntly, yes. But it's more than just a shared dream. I have many feelings toward Lady Edelgard. Gratitude, respect, awe, empathy, trust, hope.
Okay. I was teasing you, but I gotta say I'm just a little bit jealous of you and Adi. That you're able to embrace these feelings and stride forward along the same path. You're lucky, Hubie. I don't know if I'll ever get the chance to experience anything so utterly operatic.
Why not?
Because I figure the best quality in a partner would be that they make me happy. And loving another is really about wanting to be loved. I'm pretty sure that's different from how things are with you and Adi.
Very much. Here we are.
Manuela, isn't it a bit rude to sigh at someone the moment you see them enter the room?
Hanneman, isn't it a bit rude to tell others how to behave? Besides, I could be sighing about any number of things more interesting than you.
Goodness, you're unusually irritable today. Don't you imagine your attitude a bit excessive? You snap at every little thing, your ill mood on display for one and all. It saddens me to see such behavior from one who should be setting a good example for the younger generation.
Well, listen to the noble lecturing a lowly commoner to be on her best behavior. Oh, wait, I meant to say the former noble.
I fail to understand how my birth is relevant to the topic at hand. I was merely trying to say that as a fellow adult...
You're not done lecturing yet? Leave me alone and go pester someone else. Maybe leave everyone alone and go focus on your precious crest research.
Good lord, girl.
I don't know what to say to you, Manuela. I was only speaking out of honest concern.
Oh, was that a sigh I heard? Isn't it a bit rude to sigh at someone just because...
Don't be so childish. You are so sensitive to ill will from others, yet you let your own emotions run wild. Why is it that you cannot keep a handle on yourself?
Keep a handle on? Well, I've never. What makes you think you're so much better? Just because you
Lord,
keep your
you
emotions
two, please
bottled up
stop.
behind your stupid stony face. Well, it doesn't mean everyone else has to do the same. Stop telling everyone how to behave, Hanneman. It will make you and the rest of us much happier.
I will not stand for this insolence. It is high time someone taught you.
Go on! If you think you can change me, I'd like to see you try. Ha! Thought so. You wouldn't dare.
Absolutely insufferable.
All right. So over here, okay. Here looks mostly the same. Just a whole bunch of Empire folks.
There's unrest everywhere these days. All of my fellow merchants seem to be endangered. I hope things go back to normal soon. People need more to smile about, aside from my great deals. Hey, how about a favor?
No thanks. No. Really don't feel the need to recruit her. Gatekeeper?
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. What's that? Do I have brothers in the church? You really are well informed. My older twin works for the Knights of Saros, but I think he's just a grunt, not a noble gatekeeper like yours truly. Unlike me, he's very devout. He left the Empire a long time ago.
Okay.
Professor.
Alright, what's up, Edelgard?
I'm so sick of it all. There is so much to be done, yet all I encounter are new problems and pitfalls. Sometimes I wish I could spend just one day doing absolutely nothing and gorging myself on sweets.
Well, why don't you just do that?
Do you mean it? Just the thought makes me happy. But Hubert would never allow it.
That's too... Wait, why are you listening
Indeed.
to Hubert on
It
that?
may not be possible now, but one day we will know the joys of idling. Mark my words.
You're emperor. You can ignore him on self-care stuff like this.
Is that a smirk I spy? Is it so amusing to you, me daydreaming of free time? Your silly grin says otherwise. But let's put all that aside for now. There is something I've been meaning to tell you.
Oh?
I'm afraid this might sound a bit sentimental. However, I want to thank you. Because of you, I feel I can walk my fated path without losing myself. If I were alone, I might have lost perspective and become a harsh leader with a heart of ice. But I'm not alone. With you by my side, I'm somehow free to be not only a leader, but simply Edelgard.
You have many allies, too.
True. I'm fortunate to be surrounded by many wonderful companions. Nevertheless, you are different from the rest. Until now, no one has been able to surpass me, much less command me. I have always been seen as an untouchable princess or emperor. No one spoke to me as an equal or met my gaze without flinching. It was lonely, terribly lonely. The only person I could rely on as I tried to claw my way out of the darkness was myself. But you have been a brilliant light. Somehow you have chased the darkness away. And for that, I will always be grateful.
Okay. Okay, there's somebody in the Great Hall that wants to give me a mission. But I want to keep talking. Randolph?
Hey there. Ah, a new face. I am Randolph von Berglis.
We met before,
I'm
you
the guardian
dingus.
of this place. Wait a moment. I'm sure I've seen you somewhere before.
5 years ago.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
You're Her Majesty's professor. You're alive? Oh, this is my little sister, FE3H. She's just a rookie, but she's helping me as my assistant.
Hello. I'm FE3H von Berglis. It's nice to meet you. I know I'm inexperienced, but I'm gonna do my best. You can count on me to look after my big brother.
I've heard you're planning to march into Alliance territory. I'll be here to guard the fort. Ah, I'm the guardian of this place.
I know I'm...
Alright, yeah, I can't recruit you or anything. You're still yellow. Oh, okay, here we go. And what is the mission? What is it?
I need a favor.
Deserters? Okay.
No. Since the great nobles lost their standing, the regulation of the merchant houses has relaxed somewhat. You'd probably have thought that would make it easier for us to profit. But the world isn't so simple. The war has made the price of goods unstable, causing no end of hardship for the people.
Yeah, that sounds about right for war. Or any hard times for that matter.
No.
Birdie, there you are!
Are we leaving for battle? I heard it's a long march. But it's fine. I've had plenty of time to stay inside lately, so I think it's time I run out. Yeah, I can do this. No more Bernie Bear.
That's the spirit!
Yes, but, please don't put me up front, okay?
Don't worry, you're our best archer. You're not gonna be put out front anyway.
I'm getting the
Yep.
The last 5 years have been difficult at times. My relationship with Edelgard is rather contentious, due to the incident with my father. Nevertheless, I cannot abandon my family's duties. As Duke Eyre, I must play my part in the Imperial Army. Edelgard intends to abolish the nobility, but I know I can dissuade her from doing so.
And why would you do that? Oh, wait, never mind. Of course you would want her to keep the nobility. No. We don't need the nobility to keep screwing this shit up, okay? No. It can go. It can go the way of the dodo.
Hi.
Maybe.
I think I see Ash there.
Maybe.
There he is.
Who? Me? After the battle 5 years ago, the Imperial Army occupied Garreg Mach. The cathedral and several other buildings were destroyed, but we've done some repair work here and there, and we're using the buildings as a base of operations. As for me, well, the church moved its headquarters to Fargus, and I've seen no reason to follow. When I returned to Enbar, I received a summons from Her Majesty, and I chose to answer.
Professor, since you came back, everyone's been smiling. Just you being here makes an incredible difference. I can't express how reassuring it is to see you.
I still have all these?
Hey, I've been looking for that. How'd you know?
Alright. See if I can do some more stuff
Need
here.
something.
No, I am 100 points short of anything.
See you again soon.
Okay. The heck? Your item index. Don't know who that belonged to.
Hi there.
Counselor's still here. Okay. Who wants advice? Nobles must never lose their composure. We must always exude an aura of grace. That said, is it necessary for us to be graceful on the battlefield as well? In battle, survival is all that matters, yeah. No one's gonna give two craps how you look, man. It's this way. Hello, Edelgard.
Professor, I'm sorry to have dragged you into the fight again so soon after our reunion, but you appeared at a most opportune time. I'm truly humbled by your support, my teacher. Thank you.
You can count on me.
And so I will. I'm hoping your abilities from 5 years prior are still intact. Make sure you're ready to head out, okay?
Allow me to brief you on the details of our situation. The Empire firmly controls the western portion of Fargus. However, the central and eastern regions continue to put up heavy resistance. The strongholds in these regions are Aryan Road, the fortress city, and Ferdiad, the kingdom capital. We cannot control Fargus until we have taken both of these cities. As for the Alliance, Houses Gloucester and Ordelia seem predisposed to capitulate to us. However, due to interference from Houses Regan and Goneril, we have yet to secure their cooperation. Claude obviously hopes to keep the Alliance whole through diplomacy, but because we have had to focus our efforts against the Church until now, our forces have yet to meet his. We have only recently begun to take the fight to Alliance territory. I have a request for you.
Okay. Deliver them where? Okay. So, everybody else is on here. Can we go to the 3rd floor yet? I've never been up here. Oh, this is Rhea's room. This is really nice. Can't see Jack squat in here, though. Star Terrace. Looks nice. Alright, back to here, please and thank you.
Professor, do you know how happy I was to hear you were still alive? I'll tell you how happy. For the past 2 days, I haven't had my morning or my afternoon naps.
That's amazing.
Well, as long as we weren't marching. Can't sleep much then. But it's not for want of trying.
There you are, bud.
You finally joined us, have you? I attached myself to the Imperial Army as well. Seemed the thing to do. I feel I owe it to Edelgard to set my past feelings about the Empire aside. I am happy to help her. It's strange, isn't it? After 5 years, the 3 professors are together once more. I am most curious, though. You say you were asleep for 5 whole years. Incredible. Perhaps this is another effect of your crest. I do look forward to investigating you in greater detail.
We can talk about that.
Wonderful news. I am most excited to begin. We must find the time, of course.
Okay, I think that's everybody. Okay, and real quick, like, we need a bathroom break. BRB. Okay, we're good. We are good. We're good to continue on. It doesn't look like anybody's ready for certifications. Never mind. I don't have the advanced seals, do I? Never mind, I do have the advanced seals.
Easy.
And I don't have any more seals, damn it. Bye, Liv. Marketplace real quick. No battalion to replenish. Oh yeah, Ash.
We've got you covered.
Sylvain. Magic core. Okay, yeah.
Leave it all.
Manuela. You can't do. Jesus Christ, you have no leadership experience. Yuritsa. Deal and receive 1 damage only for... no.
Great to meet you.
Might be ideal when going up against monsters and you're kind of backed up to the wall, but no. No. Right. To the Great Bridge! Whee!
The newly crowned king of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, Dimitri, has declared fealty to the Church of Seros and is raising an army in preparation for all-out war with the Empire. As leader of the Alliance, Claude maintains a facade of neutrality amidst infighting between those who support and those who oppose the Empire. Meanwhile, the Black Eagle Strike Force plans to capture Alliance territory before Edelgard takes the war to the Kingdom and the Church of Seros. With sights set on capturing Deirdre at the center of House Regan's territory, she leads a march across the Great Bridge of Myrddin to establish a bridgehead.
The Great Bridge Coup.
We're about to commence our attack on the Great Bridge of Myrddin. But first, allow me a moment of your time.
What's that?
It is something that I can only ask of you. Listen well. It concerns Lady Edelgard's uncle, the regent of the Empire, Lord Arundel. Although he is currently cooperating with Her Majesty, he maintains his own sizable military troops. It seems to me that his plans differ from our own.
Does sound like that.
I assume you recall a certain group's scheming from 5 years ago?
Yeah?
Solon and Kranya. They both served Lord Arundel.
He needs to be dealt with.
Professor, I understand how you must be feeling, considering what they did to your father. I know it must be foul to even consider cooperating with their kind.
Yeah, especially after what happened with Edelgard. Why are you going with this?
However, their power is essential for us at present. Edelgard also strongly opposed the idea at first. Our enemy is the Church of Seros itself. It cannot be toppled with the Empire's might alone. Those working under Lord Arundel are extremely hostile toward the Church. And the enemy of our enemy is... well, I think you sufficiently understand by now.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Until all of Fodlan is united, it is a necessary evil. As for how we deal with him afterward, time will tell. Regardless, Her Majesty and I wish to join our power with yours. You should know that in her heart, Her Majesty regards that group as enemies of herself and her family. They used her father, the former emperor, as a puppet, and murdered her siblings with their vile experimentation. I believe Her Majesty may have told you some of this herself. That is why this was a very painful decision for her to make.
I think painful is an understatement with this.
I will do all I can to ensure her suffering is not in vain. And I hope I can count on you to do the same. As for all I have told you, please keep it in mind as we march forward. More importantly, I implore you to fight as best you can for Edelgard. From the bottom of my heart.
Come on, load up. Alright, map real quick. Oh, got cavalry over here. And open path over here. And chest is opening. Okay, we got Petra over there to open it up at least. Alright. One quick second. Wish I could bring him out. I need more agent sets. Something. I think everybody's good. Save real quick. And let's get to the fight.
We'll be capturing the Great Bridge of Myrden, a key strategic location of the Leicester Alliance. Claude will surely be sending reinforcements, so we must prevail before they arrive.
Our opponent is Judith, the so-called hero of Daphnel. We can handle her, so long as we don't get careless.
The boy said to run if I was in danger, but I could never do that. I'll hold out until reinforcements arrive.
Alright.
I do this for all of us.
Go ahead and have you dismount.
What's the plan?
Come here.
I'm awake.
I will prevail.
Put me in there.
Caspar, you sound subdued.
You're all going down.
Ready for anything. A boon for our future.
I'd be honored.
Go Ash, go Ash.
For the Empire.
Come up this way.
I'll cut a bloody path.
Thanks for helping.
More fighting.
No. Wait.
What's my strategy?
Get out armor sword, Slayer, please.
Not so fast! I'm not going down!
You tried your best. Hubert, son of a bitch!
Watch and learn. Try harder. It's over.
Damn!
You must lead them well.
Hubert,
I'll cut a bloody
you
path.
just come over here. Rally, go ahead. There we go.
Well done. What's my strategy?
Armor Slayer equip. Let's go. Try this again.
More fighting.
Back to the fray.
There we go.
Not so fast.
Not so fast! Hope you're ready!
Go Birdie! Go Birdie!
Now's our chance.
Uh-oh. Ow, 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 ouch! The hell?
Watch and learn.
I'd be honored. You're a big help. Not
Try this
finished
again.
yet. It's my duty.
Awesome.
Without power, who can you protect?
Ready for anything.
I will not hold back!
Way to go, bud!
No time for pity.
Okay. Bernie.
I do this for all of us.
I will prevail.
Chest.
What's the plan?
You come up and...
I'm awake.
I don't... Wait, can I... Yeah, I probably could. Assist, psychic, heal you.
Much appreciated.
There you go. Bernie, common arts, and... Hit him! Way to go! You take him out.
Here is something to
Another victory.
You're making me look bad. Put me in there. Might makes right.
Way to go, Caspar.
for the Empire. Let's keep up the pace.
Hubert.
Let's try some.
Uh-oh. Whew!
Is that it? Obvious. Burn until we meet again. Work. Is that it?
Go, Sylvain. Go, Sylvain. Oh, fudge nuggets! Linhart, get out of there!
Judith! I'm so glad you're safe. Claude sent me here with reinforcements.
Why do I have to put up with...
Because you're from the smallest noble house in all the Alliance, you whiner.
Enemy reinforcements. We didn't finish in time. Don't let them secure the ballista.
Alright, alright. Take him out. Please. There we go.
Don't bother haunting me. I sense...
Start getting people away from the ballista. Bernie, let's hit that wyvern. Linhart, come here.
I owe you one.
There. Get him! Good girl. Good work.
This is my stage now.
I'd be honored.
Doesn't matter who you are. I won't hold back, and I won't fall to the Empire.
I forgot that dude was there. Yeah, freaking Lord Reese, what are you doing? You come help defend them.
You're all Captain
Oops.
Obvious.
You missed.
Won't work.
Good work, Sylvain.
This is our chance.
Uh-oh.
A little scratch won't stop.
Way to go, Bernadetta. Yeah. Linhart,
Dying would defeat the purpose.
Take you out.
If I live, I fight.
Sis Psychic, help Bernie, please.
Thanks so much.
Attack. Get him.
I'm still here.
Way to go. Alright, Sis, Psychic, heal him up.
I needed that.
You attack, because you haven't done anything in attack
Her
time.
will demands it.
You're wide open for us.
Burn until we meet again.
You try drawing them out. You cut them down. Woo!
Not for myself, for everyone. War fuels my body and mind.
We can't place the future of Fodlan in Edelgard's hands. If you're allied with the Empire, I have no choice but to fight you.
Oh no! Crap. I'm gonna need to do some grinding after this.
My heart burns with pride.
Ignatz, I'm sorry,
I am
dude.
helping Claude build the future of Fodlan.
Sorry, dude.
Go.
What? Excuse me, take him out.
Big win!
Alright.
I can do more.
Items. Dorothea, get over here. And
I need to slow down.
alright. Take her out. Sorry, Leonie.
Judith, I'm sorry. I leave the rest to you.
Leonie, you had such a full life ahead of you. I wish I could take your place.
There's no reason I should die in this place. It's time for me to return home.
Well, fuck you too, Acheron. Get to know where your loyalties lie. Alright, vulnerability. Yes. You can't we hit anybody? No, we can't. Now, wait, and Petra, you come over here and start causing the holy hell.
To survive, I will win!
You knew the odds. Need to...
Okay, you stay there.
This is it. Claude, I'm sorry. I couldn't defend the bridge. All who are able, retreat!
Don't let her escape. If we can take her out now, the Daphne territory will be ours. That will allow us to march safely through the Alliance.
Alright, got it. Defeat the commander. Don't let her escape. Shit, Sylvain! Damn it.
I do not tolerate obstacles. I've no time to idle.
Remain cautious.
Okay,
I'm awake.
Sis, psychic, there you go.
Appreciate it.
Petra,
I will prevail.
KKK, Sorry, Ignatz.
I should have known this would happen.
Oh, my poor heart.
Ignatz, damn it! Such a good kid. He died too young.
I'll cut a bloody path.
Dance for Caspar.
I know you want.
I'm
I'd be honored.
Yes, you're so far behind, it's unreal.
Let's try something clever.
Ow, 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 ouch! Oh shit. Caspar's down.
I'll get stronger. But for now, I'll retreat while I can.
Go for it.
It looks like I'm done for. Claude, I'm sorry.
There is much to learn.
Alliance soldiers, Judith has fallen. Further conflict is futile. If you surrender, your lives will be spared. Lay down your weapons immediately.
I feel so bad. I feel bad for killing those poor kids. Oh.
You have all fought well. With this victory, we now have a foothold in the Alliance.
What the hell's my boyfriend listen to in there?
The Imperial Army will cross the Aramid River and push the front lines forward. The fight will continue, but do not allow that to stop you from taking pride in our hard-won victory.
Ah, this should put a stop to one of Edelgard's choice phrases. Well done, Professor. I believe it was, if only the Professor were here, we could forge ahead and change the tides of this war.
Ferdinand, it is not necessary to tell the Professor such things.
We're not the only ones benefiting. The whole Imperial Army is stronger now.
Yes, it seems the Empire finally has both of its legs to stand on. Don't you agree?
You make it sound as though I can't run the Empire on my own. Perhaps it's more apt to say that the Pegasus has recovered its home.
Judith of Daphne. What a magnificent warrior. I'm happy to have the Professor back just like old times, but I don't think I'll ever get used to this cruel exchange of lives.
When there is something you must not be conceding, you must keep fighting. The fighting has been continuing for 5 years. But now I am again witnessing the Professor's power.
I hate fighting, but with the Professor here, maybe it's slightly less terrible? Oh, but everyone is working so hard! Stop it, Bernie. You can't be the only one complaining.
I'm glad to see everyone so inspired. It seems the reappearance of the Professor has done much to raise your morale.
Do you not feel the same, Hubert? Come now, be honest with yourself. Now, we must take advantage of the situation and blaze ahead. Our path is still a long one.
Okay, save.
Part 2. Crimson Flower. Guardian Moon. the Master Tactician. Having crushed the Alliance's army and captured the Great Bridge of Myrden, the Imperial Army prepares to attack Deirdre, the Alliance's base of operations.
So we're already at Deirdre. This'll be interesting. But I'll have to wait until tomorrow. After it freaking loads up and lets me save. Come on. There we go.
Professor, what is your opinion of Claude? I can't help but wonder what sort of impression he made on you.
He's a schemer. For sure, he's...
That is inarguable, and his schemes are still going strong. With them, he's managed to keep the Leicester Alliance from the Empire's grasp. Since the beginning, territories within the Alliance have been split between those who support the Empire and those who oppose it. Claude has been acting as an intermediary between the two, essentially keeping the Alliance pacified. As both sides are of equal strength, he's created a situation which they've all agreed to avoid fighting each other and causing undue bloodshed. By carrying on as though the Alliance is united, he's minimized the Empire's influence there.
That's a pretty solid strategy.
It's quite impressive how well his bold scheme has worked out. However, he is walking on thin ice. One wrong move and the Alliance will shatter. Speaking of Claude, Your Majesty, we should not delay in our invasion of the Alliance. It would seem that Claude has some fresh scheme up his sleeve, to no one's surprise.
Yep, sounds like him.
Is that so?
Yes. The people of Deirdre have suddenly found it difficult to leave or enter the city. We can safely assume he is preparing for battle, but I am certain his plans extend beyond that as well. Do you not think we should take Deirdre at once?
Deirdre, the aquatic capital. A city floating on the ocean certainly poses a challenge. Since it's deep within Regan territory, we haven't had the opportunity to attack it directly. However, now that we have control of the Great Bridge of Myrden, our situation has changed drastically. They can no longer expand their supply line into the Empire, and so we can finally attack Regan territory.
House Regan is not only Claude's house, but also the flagship of those who oppose the Empire within the Alliance. If House Regan falls, the other Alliance lords will be tripping over themselves to join us. That is why we cannot fail to take Deirdre.
Let's go. Yeah.
Confidence is one thing, Professor, but see to it that you do not underestimate Claude. The leader of the Alliance has had many things said about him. They say he is unbeatable in a battle of intellect. I hear they call him the Master Tactician.
He'd have to be to keep the Alliance out of the war for as long as he has. Okay, support? Hanneman?
What is on my agenda for this afternoon?
Professor Hanneman, may I have a moment of your time?
Ah, it's you. Very well. I am quite busy, but if you are here to discuss my crest research, I would be happy to oblige.
I'll pass on that offer. I'm just hoping you'll explain something to me.
Oh, I doubt if I have anything of particular interest to share.
Why did you abandon your noble standing in the Empire? And don't say it was for your crest research. There are institutes for that within the Empire. You could easily have remained a noble and still been able to visit Garrick Monk, or request the cooperation of the Church.
Certainly that was an option, but I desired a better research environment. Treasures and holy artifacts reside here that cannot be examined by someone outside the Church. I required access to those things, no matter the cost.
But surely your noble status would have allowed you greater funding and resources. Even secrets of the Kingdom and the Alliance would have been easier to obtain as a noble of the Empire.
What you say is true, I cannot deny that. Both paths have advantages and disadvantages.
I see you're unwilling to be forthcoming on that topic.
I don't know what you mean.
I've heard that you used to enthusiastically research crests for the Empire. You abandoned the Empire, yet retained your focus on crest research. I just wanted to know why.
I feel your suspicions of me are unwarranted. I haven't the time now, but perhaps I will tell you more if the opportunity arises.
Huh. What do we got here? Gaspar.
Why am I having so much trouble fighting these tall guys? They're not even stronger than me. You've got to help me come up with a strategy, Linhardt.
Is that not a waste of time? Even if I handed you a perfect strategy, something I've done in the past, you'd never follow it through.
That's because your plans are always so complicated. But come on, I need your help.
All right, I will share with you my tactical genius. I call this my secret plan.
You already have a plan? You really are ready for anything. So, what is it?
Land the first hit. Then keep hitting them hard and fast as you can until they stop hitting you back.
So, you're basically telling me to just
Yeah,
fight?
but hit the first strike and knock
Dodge
their
their
asses
attacks, keep
to
up
the
the assault,
ground.
then go for the knees. Done.
The secret is the knees?
Being tall means short people are closer to your knees. Exploit the enemy's weakness, Caspar.
Makes sense. That doesn't sound like my style, though. I don't really want to exploit a weakness.
Then go ahead and continue losing. Or you can listen to the rest of my plan.
There's more? Fine. Tell me the rest.
Your defense is careless. The last bit of my secret is that you need to train in that area.
I won't argue with training. Let's go.
No, I don't think we should...
It's been 5 years. You've got to be at least as strong as I am by now. Come on. You've even got that height advantage you're always going on about. You're the perfect training partner for me. Quit stalling and let's go.
Fine. I'll train with you, but only for a bit.
Poor Linhardt.
All right, Linhardt. Come at me again.
Gaspar, please. I need water. I need water. I'm gotta go get some. Bye.
Huh? Hey, get back here.
Poor Linhardt.
He got away.
Alright. One more.
So full. That fruit plate really hit the spot. Time to get nice and snug. Maybe do some sewing.
Hey, you Bernadetta. You look pretty happy. Celebrating something?
What? No, nothing at all.
Hey, relax. It's okay if you'd rather not tell me. By the way, I believe you left something in the library. A half-written manuscript? Your own work, I presume? I was curious who it belonged to and gave it a read-through. You're a really talented writer.
Oh no.
I'm sorry. I peeked at the first page, then the next, and I couldn't stop. I think it's good enough to publish. It's the kind of adventure story that will make people laugh and cry. I love how you never know what mess the hero is going to get herself into next. I'm dying to read more.
She looks so mortified.
Your mouth's hanging wide open. Bernadetta, are you okay?
Sorry, was someone talking about a story?
Yes, that would be me. I read your book.
You read my book?
Yeah, and I loved it.
I'm so humiliated. Please forget everything you read.
Humiliated? No, I think the word you're looking for is humbled, because... And she's gone. Now, what do I do with this book?
Dude, that's not a story she's writing.
I actually read it. I regret everything. Even if I burn the pages, I can't burn his memory. Not unless I throw him in the fire, too. No, that's awful. Don't think things like that, Bernie.
$10 says that he actually read her diary on accident. In any case, it's time to tune out. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with more Crimson Flower. Bye-bye-bye.